to manage it, right?
Okay, Billah, Clear PMP with all above target. And interestingly, both of us love the same song. Now I just knew that. So we were listening to Kun Fire Kun
Right.
PMP. Yeah, Billah, let's come to the PMP topic. So, Billah, first of all, congratulations from PMI community. Billah
Right.
is wearing PMI shirt, and I guess this is PMI Bangladesh shirt.
Right. BD chapter. PMI BD chapter.
Uh, One of my friend or one of my student, I would say, Kalimullah is also the
Yeah.
chapter member. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
BS system with me. So good to see, good to see. So Billah is from Bangladesh. He is certified PMP with all above target, and I put that thumbnail. So let's hear the story of Billah, because these stories they inspire people, and we still have 36 days in this year, and I
Right.
want all the people who dream to become PMP, not few people, all the people who dream to become PMP in 2021. So
Right.
let's hear from Billah and let's make up on that. Yes, Billah. Please go ahead, share
Okay.
your story.
Uh, First of all, Assalamu alaikum. And this is Billah from Bangladesh. And this is a nice opportunity to work with Mr. Amer Ali here. I am very much gratitude to help and get the help. And from the studying from the October or maybe August. Okay, that's the first time we met, Mr. Amer Ali. We have a conversation over WhatsApp. So on that period, I'd like to call Mr. Amir Ali for the guidance or for the help, whatever he's doing. I face some YouTube contents over there, and I make a phone call to him. So on that issue, this is the first conversation we met. After that, we consider also a lot of materials from him, like the coaching calls, like the journeys and other contents available on the YouTube. Okay, after every month, he runs a program. So as I cannot continue with him for some scarcity of money or scarcity of some resources, I can manage with it. And there is some physical problems also. So, but later on, somehow I was very much
I
connected.
am I am expensive.
Somehow. Now, okay, that's the thing. You said one thing very clearly that whenever you get the real feel of PMP, what the hell is this? What the really it means? So this payment is not that much high to get it. After receiving my PMP, I understand that how much people are very much friendly, very much PMP club is a different thing, quite different thing. And this is why whenever you pay for $1,000, you pay for more than it. I have paid more than $3,000 in a total for the last 1 year in a different type of courses in Bangladesh, in some other countries also, and PMI also. So in that level, that is quite I know very little on the regard that reward is very much higher than the course fee. Okay, so first of all, whatever I got thing done. First of all, 2 or 3 days, 3 weeks back, he made a call like that root cause analysis for the program. So this is the first thing. Whenever he flies with the family or somewhere else, I try to connect with him. For I say hi. And Mr. Amrali, that's a very good thing is that I have faced a lot of mentors, a lot of teachers, for last 12 months. But he is very much prompt to support me. Yes, yes, Billah, what are you doing? How are you doing? How do I feel? I feel my emotions. I feel my problems. I have a sickness over there. And after vaccination, I got 11 days, some just completely bed rest on that. So after that, it is very difficult to come back to the same pace to maintain the good result. Okay, so I am very much connected with them, and he helps me a lot. Okay, so whatever I said, that I am not ready to contact with you as a program or some other else. He was just follow the content I uploaded in the YouTube, and I follow them. Okay, first of all, whatever he said is a very good thing. That is, a different type of students go for different type of content. Somebody like the audios, somebody like the visuals, somebody like the roadmap, somebody like to share the people with other participants or group. So whatever I do, thank you, thank you, Sanjay. Okay, so whatever I do that.
Congratulations are coming. Congratulations are coming.
Okay, thank you. Thanks also. Let me continue. Let me continue. Okay. So whatever I think, he says the one the root cause analysis for a question that is very important. So I get it in my mind very clearly. Whenever I get some questions, I find out what is the key point of the questions, and what is the thing I will think at the PMO way, let me think in that way. So in the question paper, I find out that whatever I think, I am in a Asian, right? So we don't face all type of international factors or high level factors in our regular practice in the last 10 years of my project management. So that comes to how do I solve the questions in the correctly. So in the question paper, in the exam paper, whatever online, so I face that what is the real thing he want to know from me as the answer, right? So be an expert on that. For the last 3 weeks, I consider the root cause of the questions. How do I find the right thing in the questions and the pattern and the strategy of the questions? Okay, so that's helped me in a very good way. Number one, and number two, regarding to the study, always concept to the concept of the point, like manage conflicting factors, team development factors, sharing the values, the factors, all the factors we faces. How do we get adopt to the system, the project management when it comes a issue? So, for example, there's a regarding issue and risk. There's a lot of difference, right? What is happened and what is to be happen, we don't know. Known unknown situation. But you have to put yourself for the situation in the exam hall within 60 seconds. So that is very tough thing to do. And for that issue, you need some previous experience through the exam pattern, to the understanding pattern. And I have gone through more than 100 question calls of Mr. Amerali. And thanks for that. Almighty help you all the best. And moreover, I like to help the people who attend to the mind map in the batch sessions. Finishing the batch, he continues some sessions for 30 to 60 minutes, which is not shared in that level. But as he run the program and I'm subscribed to his program, so in the midnight, I say that he is online with his participants. So I like to join at the time, and I have copy without your permission. I'm sorry for that. I have made the copy of my own the mind map. I have
It's
copy all
good,
the
but
mind map in mirror.
I believe material belongs to everyone. Apart
Right,
from
right, right, right,
EMI,
right, right.
like the
Yeah.
copyright material, everything that is on internet, use it. Become
Okay.
prepared.
Okay. That's a point. But whatever I do, I just copy the mind map by myself with my laptop and share with my knowledge. So I teach myself. It's the way. Because whenever you want to study with somebody else, they will put their knowledge to you. That can be suitable in the high level. Okay. So, but whenever you teach yourself, okay, this is called leadership, this is called forming, this is called norming, whatever you understand, and check it out through the questions. Okay, let's come to the preparation questions. So, Mr. Ameli provided some questions in the coaching calls. I have to go to the questions and find out that try to align the thing, whatever he thinks. Try to align the things what the participant understand, and he put the best question from the different sources like the Prepcast, or he also noticed the TBID in Udemy and Ramdoil also. So I get to know them, and I have to go to a lot of people like that. So I like to mention the names on that, like PMP with Roy, Tribid, Ram Doyle. So they also helps me a lot, and very very obvious that the senior people, whatever in my experience in our country, whether working with us very senior people here, but whenever the PMP completed program, they are very much helpful to know. Whatever I ask them, a simple, very silly thing, that is not I'm very clear. They are very helpful to me. Mr. Ali, you will happy to know that they are very much helpful to me. Whatever he is situated here, what is the location come to, what is the time barrier, time zone is matter, no matter at all. One of my sister that she is working at Netherlands, he is very sick. I like to mention her name, that is Shubhradadi. So that helps me a lot in the very critical time. Whenever so, what I'd like to summary on that, the journey was very hectic. The journey was very tough. My wife got corona on sometime, so that kills my more than 5 weeks. So I have to get back the pace. I am sick, by the way. In the time of Ramadan, in the time of Eid, it is difficult to me to keep the pace. But one thing is that I will do it anyway. I will do it anyhow. I have keep the mindset. So this is the word that is called mindset. And one more thing I noticed to the Amir Ali, that he said that whenever you know something half, make it full. And as he noticed that his mother noticed on that whenever you know something, make it full. So I just try to myself to make it full. I will try my best, Almighty, if Almighty allow me, so I will get it. So before the date, 2 or 3 days before the exam, I see the certificate in my mind that okay, I will get it, inshallah I will get it. But in the exam time, that is very very difficult to take, because PMP exam question is far away from whatever you face in our simulator, whatever you face in your real thing. That is quite it. That is blow your mind. No matter what you are, no matter how you are, the thing they wanna do it, they just blow your mind. Keep your mind cool for the next 4 hours and keep awaking all the time from the starting to finish. And one more thing to be noticed, that is you should be keep and calm and cool all the time away. And one more thing, okay, I'm very excited, so I'm very fast. Anything wrong, Mr. Amirali? I'm very excited to share that is he noticed me to take some breather in between the gaps. So what I do on the first 10 minutes break, I didn't leave my place. I just close my eyes, take my deep breath, and don't try to move on that. So I was very energetic on the time, so I don't move from my seat. I just stand up, just make some noise, make some brain cool and breathing. That helps me a lot. Just stretching my hands. But after next break, it was 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes break. I go out and have a glass of water and funnel them. Oh, so in the meantime, one of my partner come to see and show her face. This is my study partner. Sorry, sir. This is my study partner. I like to share with him whatever I learned. I like to share with it, and he is also PMP, but he's this way. So,
So
so
the
uh,
we have first certified cat here.
yeah. Okay, so this is my favorite partner. Okay, so he always sorry, she is always, and his name is Shu, so that helps me a lot. So whenever I'm facing face, he is also interested. Why not me? Okay, okay. So what's come next?
Okay, so we have a question from Sajid regarding the agile questions. So, how were the questions in the exam? What they are expecting? How much we should know about that? So, can you share something about exam,
Sure,
like
sure, sure. So
especially answering this question? Yeah.
okay, please. Somebody says, I'd like to crack a joke for that. So Newton was very knowledgeable. So she has two cats. So I copy a cat. So don't be a copycat on that. First thing, get the mindset of the agile in your mind. Whatever agile you want to do, be a servant leader first. Be a developer team member first. Or the developing contest. So and and finally, what the product owner does. So there is three roles, right? There is three artifacts. There is four, five ceremonies, whatever. So that is the thing you have to capture for a single time in your mind in a very clear view. Then concept is that you have to merge the agile mindset with the predictive mindset. That is called mixing of adaptive and predictive mindset both in the same way. So in the exam paper, whatever you face, servant leader or scrum master, agile coach, that is very similar to project manager in the PMI question. That is to be noted very clear. Don't be confused on that. Number one. Number two, you have to find some 3 or 4 points. Like you should go for the virtual team very clearly. And how do you work with the communication, dispersed situation, fishbone, whatever. Sorry, excuse me. So you know the clear concept of the virtual team, how you adapt it, how you handle it. That's very clear. Number two, as a servant leader, what you will do? It will get more than 5 to 6 questions on the servant leader. That is also comes with the communication, development, team management, and shared or keep up your performance of the team. So that will come in that way. And very normal, just Tuckman ladder, that is also important. One question must come on that. And but the rest of the thing, nothing matter to you. But what's the main thing is that most of the question comes from the agile in that way that your team has hired an agile coach and they will switching to another company or the level. What your suggestion on that? So you know the agile concept clearly and knowing the process of the predictive, and they will merge it. So situation is that not agile, not predictive, not hybrid. Don't think in that way. That means that you are in the situation when they are interested in agile and they want to solve it with their current staff's skill set and let them train them, let them coaching. So matter comes in that way. And number one thing, somebody says that Agile book is quite enough. I don't think that book is not enough. Concept is enough. But therefore, the concept, whatever Mr. Amin will do, share the concept, grab the concept, and work on it. That's the thing.
Okay, okay. Actually, Atif put it in the very good way. You need to have a servant leadership, a agile mindset, development team, adopting and predictive mindset. So if we can put it this way, that this is the more of a crust of PMP exam. Bilal,
Uh,
we can
yeah, yeah, yeah. So let me cut it down very normally. Nowadays you don't consider the formulas, the question papers, the network diagrams, whatever blah blah things. No cut copy thing, so that you get the thing and put it down there. I have got three questions for the matching. That is very difficult to answer because you have to correct the 4 points at the same time. It takes more than 80 seconds to cover. But if you know the thing, it is very simple to understand, very simple to go. So whatever I do, I just clear the concept and find it out which answer is not important to me. That the elimination method. So in the next two questions, there is some unconnected word or an unwanted word. The both rest two question is very clear, but one question contain the unconnected word or unpmi word or whatever thing. That is the thing. So you can current the single one very clearly. Okay, that's the point. Okay, one more thing: servant leadership, virtual team development, train, watch. And one more point: whenever you train the people, whenever you coach the people, and whenever you ask for the charismatic leadership, so that is very common in the questions. For I see the journey for the more than dozen of people. They notice that they comes to their mind, and I also face it the same way. As we are not here to share the whole question here, so I can note the point. So I can notice you that the starting 20 or 30 question will keep your mind just horrible. You are just going to fail. Okay, that's very common. And if you carry this barrier, this roadblock for the first time, so it will be very easier for you. So there is a syllable, for example, 90, 80, 70 or 80, 86, whatever you syllable, it doesn't matter to you. But you have to complete that thing. You shouldn't be go further than 90 minutes for the first level. I mean, for the before the first break, I mean. So it is a very important, and you are allowed to miss five questions, but god knows which five questions. But don't bother that. If you're gonna above target, so don't bother with every single question to make it correct. Whenever you are not clear of the question, just leave it. Save your time. That will save your time and energy. So go for the next one, and it will be very easy for you. Or if you just hold on to the question, how it come to matter, how to if I fail. No, that is not a matter. Matter is that PMI will consider you in quite different way, quite versatile way, that you know the thing or not. That is very important. And they will not allow a single people to pass who have not actual situation to manage it, who have not cool mind to manage it. I think that's all. Sorry for that. I take a lot of time.
That's actually very good. I really like the way what you said, that you need to have a cool mind when you are
Yeah.
solving question, and whenever you move from one question to another question, you need to let go the previous question. You cannot keep thinking about the previous question when you have moved to the next question. Otherwise, you will be lagging behind. So that's an important factor that I highly recommend, which you said. So
Yep.
questions are keep coming. So Surjit is saying, in agile mindset, what's the role of PM, Scrum Master? Yeah, these things question. So do you get a direct question on what is the role of a project manager or things like that, or all questions are situational questions?
Matter is that the thing before December 2020, that is quite far away. That is called ITOs, that is called formulas, process domain. Now, factor is very simple. That this is the situation. The new, for example, a new team member comes to your team. He's not concerned about the SI. What will he do? You are taking a very complex project, and some of the people are concerned of the procurement is a very high level. What will you do? What the thing is, you are getting 98% for the situation matters. Only two or three questions gets the directly whatever you stated in the book or in your mind. Because that is matter come to you, the SL is not a factor, there's a mindset, right? So in the situation, what will we do? Oh, sorry, one more thing I like to put, one like to think, this is very important, because I have changes my 12 answer, at least 12 answer in the exam time, because in my situation whatever I face, that is correct. Okay, that is 12 answer is very correct, I am okay. But I would think what the, this is the correct answer, but PMI want to know that this should be followed, because PMI has PMI, which people have organized the questions, manage the questions. They are very much highly skilled than me. So they are going for the high skill programs or portfolios, whatever projects they mean. So they know what they actually was. But in our country, in our my experience, that could be another question. No matter at all. But consider that PMI knows what is the best for us. So I have changed my more than 12 questions in the exam hall. So leave it that. Go for the PMP exam. So I am be a PMP. So thinking that way, I changed the point that, for example, let me consider a few terms like empowered team, collaborated team, cohesive team. For example, this type of thing. This type of terms helps you to find out the right options and directly right options. Whenever you miss the time level or a fund level, go for the questions, find out the which sentence is correct, which sentence is totally correct. That is also important to answer. Okay, so that's all.
Okay, thank you. So, on the same context, Atif asked, so what about the tools and technique question of different knowledge areas? So, the same thing you said, I would put it in that way. You did not receive any questions directly asking tools and technique, right?
No, no ITTOs, no 45 formulas, no domains, whatever. They just messed up the thing. Messed up the thing. You are just going to be a certified project manager to any environment, any in country, in any situation. So in that situation, things come to you, and how do you solve it? So there is no matter what the thing you before do it. For example, we are got for artifacts, or we are making a SOW, whatever. So what the thing you should put in the SEO to make secure your finance? That can become to you. Number one. Number two, very trained, experienced, skill material, pre-assigned asset to you, resource to you, but it's not available for the project in the middle of the project. What will you do? How do you overcome this? You will go for the sponsor, you will go for the new schedule, whatever you do, but try to get the point what will be correct for you. Number one. And one more thing, sir, allow me 1 minute. One more thing, that is very important, that whenever you are take decision, this is a mini million dollar questions. Understand? If you miss the decision, the company will lose million dollars. So think on that way, that your single decision will save your money, cut the job, whatever you find.
Okay, thank you. So, another question, Atif put it. So, my agile videos lectures are sufficient for the exam questions.
More than enough. A single line.
Yeah, okay. So, another Atif is asking a lot of questions. So, did you
No,
get
no, no
any?
issues.
Did you get
Okay.
any straight questions on agile, Kanban, or lean principles?
Okay. Let me consider very simple and very direct. Whenever I was learning in my local country program, that is called TKS, one problem, when the principle comes, that is the only principle I didn't answer very clearly. That is a point number 10, simplicity. What does mean by simplicity? There is two questions, very exact. There are three questions over there on that principle, but no things with the Kanban. What is the matter of bottleneck that comes? The Kanban has 3 points: the WIP bottleneck, okay, and curves and the flow. That's the point. Don't I didn't get any question for the last extension, Annex 3. That's called the details of the some other agile principles. I didn't find anything. But DA, I mean, discipline agile is highly impressed by the PMI, so they also put a single question on that, but not in detail level. So whatever I do, I'd like to mention for Mr. Atik, that is called I go through for the agile book very clearly, line to line, okay, and the boxes remind me, the boxes, the pain points, the connecting points, the agile points, it was in a box. So this type of box will help you to find out the real view of that. Keep in your mind and go for the exam. Keep in your
Let
mind for the go for the book. Right.
let me put it simplify in this thing. In if you want to actually go to the problems of agile, page number 121 to 124 of Agile Guide and page number 55 to 58. These 6 page of Agile Guide are worth it. So I highly
Yeah.
recommend, if you are preparing for your exam, that you go through that. So Billa, you it was extremely honored to record you. You
No, no,
have
no.
done.
That's my honor. That's my honor to share with you.
I love your excitement, the way you go, the way you talk is just priceless. So thank you very much for your time. Billa, your final advice for PMP aspirants.
Okay. First of all, trust on Almighty. It's your time to try. Almighty will set the goal. No issues. Number one. Number two, there is no completeness of the preparation. So if you are prepared for the 80% to 70%, it's quite enough for you. Number one. Number two, you have to sit for the mock for at least 6 times. At least 6 times. Also, what is the matter will come? Matter will come that will keep you calm for the next exam in the final. So 4 hours continuously sitting for the exam, that is very important. And final thing is that try to understand the question. Try to understand the question. Keep the concept. Go for mock, and it will be okay.
Thank
That's
you,
the final.
thank you very much. Once again, Billa, yes, Atif, that are the page number. And at any time, guys, if you want to connect me, if you have any question for the exam, do connect me, and I will be more than happy to share whatever I know. So, Billa, best of luck for future endeavors. Enjoy.
Thank
Now
you. Thank you. Thank you.
you already celebrated, so I don't
Yeah,
want to.
yeah.
You know,
So it's a huge thing. He's an unexpected man. I am not that much concerned, but whenever I am sitting for the exam, God knows how. Oh, sorry, that's another question. How it comes, I got very much confident in the exam hall. That is very important, and that helps a lot. And you guys are very much helpful. In my career, in my regular life, I didn't face this of people who have completed PMP. After completing PMP, the people is in different height, and they are much friendly, they're much highly helpful. Like we are happy to share everything. Anybody ask me for that, yes, I am ready to help, I am ready to help, and that's also important. Okay, the improved score on the mocks. Okay, I get 53 53% in the first exam, but whenever I go for the exam I got 69%. But this doesn't play the role. This doesn't play the role. Play a
Atif,
role that whenever you cover the knowledge gap, this is the important.
Atif, let me answer this question for you. In my opinion, the best way to improve score is root cause analysis. Like you have done a mock, let's say 180 question, go through that, go through both right as well as wrong question. If you made a right question, why it was right, what thought process led to you. If it was wrong, do the five why on each question. Each question. If you did mock in 4 hours, the root cause will take 8 hours. But go do the root cause for each topic and then each question, and then if you find out there will be 2 to 3 factors that are leading you to the wrong question. The first one is silly mistake, that you are misleading something. You already know the thing, how to solve it. You already know, you are already at a level, but you miss something. So that's called silly mistake. Find out why you made silly mistake, which led you to make the silly mistake.
Yeah.
Secondly, is there any knowledge gap? Is there any particular topic that you don't know and you got the question from that? If that is the case, go and fill that knowledge gap. Finally, endurance. Like you are not, you are unable to focus to do that. If that is the case, if you are unable to do, then deep breathing can help you. With that, thank you very much, Billa. It has been
Yeah.
an honor, and best of luck for your future endeavors.
Yeah, yeah.
Assalamu
Thank you very much. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.